I started being way off on my vision, and I didn't realize until the man who had hired me said, "I want to show you some footage that you shot." And I saw that I was just way off, and that's when I became unemployed, basically. It was macular degeneration. I couldn't track. I wasn't aware of even that I was off.
It was since birth. Part of my brain is missing. My optic nerve isn't developed properly, and it's not sending the messages to the brain like it should.
It is time to make some lotion. I found out after our third child was born that I have retinitis pigmentosa, and I was 30 at the time. In 2007, I decided that my vision was getting to the point where I was needing to refigure out how to do things. So that's when I looked into going to Braille Institute.
I went to a retinal specialist who recommended me to Braille. Their advice and their education of what I'm dealing with and how to use certain applications that were built into my computer. I had no idea. The smartphone, I couldn't use that. I hadn't been able to use one anymore. And their advice showed me how to live with and deal with things I couldn't read.
Microwave add 3/4 cup of...
Well, I've been using technology first to get through school, and so I would use it for independent living skills.
Cup quick cook steel cutouts in a deep microwave safe bowl.
Well, like if I needed to learn how to cook something, I would scan a package and it would read it out to me because I can't see the print on the package.
I wanted to learn from my girlfriend how to make soap and lotion and all those things, but I didn't figure, since I'm vision impaired, that I would be able to. Let me show you first the technology that I'm going to use to make my soap today. So I use my talking computer, and I've got the recipe on it.
Reply.
See, so it'll talk to me.
With the things I'm learning now, my new hobbies, I use what's called a pen friend.
I'll turn it on. There you go.
It allows me to label the items I have with my own voice. And then I can then touch the pen friend to it and it will read it back to me. I use a talking scale that can weigh things for me.
8.7 ounces.
My kitty cat likes certain cat food, and I was able to read the labels because I could take a picture of the labels and then have the narrator read them.
And I used technology to try to apply for jobs. I would use it to look up things on the internet. Now I'm using technology for Braille Institute classes. There's a text message from me to you.
Technology continues to evolve so that now certain computers have programs that you can get to read to you.
I listen to my books on Bard, which is the Braille audio recorded digital books that I download from the Braille Institute's library.
Now I have all these resources and accessibility features, so it's a wonderful feeling. It's a feeling of being able to function in the world.
Overall, this computer and other technology I've learned has been very advantageous. It's come in real handy for me. I don't know what I would have done without it.
So that's the orange soap, and this one is rose, wild rose. Isn't it so pretty? Before I went to Braille Institute, I wasn't even really cooking. It's given me a lot more courage and realizing that life needs to be lived and needs to be full. And I'm not going to let something like this slow it down. I credit that to Braille Institute.